Hi FMA families, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I know the libraries are closed, but I found a book in a book box here in Berlin Heights, and it's called Bodge Plants a Seed. It's the retelling of the parable of the sower. Some of us may or may not be familiar with that story. So I wanted to read it. I know we planted seeds on our last day of school, and I know that many families are planting seeds for Earth Day. I thought this would be a great book to read together. It is written and illustrated by Simon Smith. It was dedicated to Ellie and Ed. Down at the bottom of a long, forgotten garden, 4 mice were walking. Each of the mice had a seed to plant. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mice. I'll plant my seed later, said Stumpy. First, I want to play. Stumpy dropped his seed on the path, and he didn't even notice. He was too busy playing, chasing games with the squirrels. Silly Stumpy. I'll plant my seed now, said Big Al. But he didn't choose a good place. The ground was dry and rocky. It was a shady spot. Big Al's seed didn't grow. I'll plant my seed now, said Jimmy. He chose a good place. The soil was damp and soft, and it was surely a sunny spot. See the spot he found? The sun came out and the rain fell, and Jimmy's seed grew and grew and grew into a little green plant. And then the rain didn't fall, and Jimmy's plant stopped growing. It went all brown and droopy at the edges. Then the insects came and chewed holes in all its leaves. Oh yeah, insects do love plants. Those look like some, what do we got here? We got a grasshopper, some aphids, some caterpillars, some beetles, oh my goodness, some mosquitoes, some earwigs, and a spider. I'll plant my seed now, said Bodge. See Bodge with his seed? He chose a good place. The soil was damp and soft, and it was a sunny spot. Oh, the last mouse had a sunny spot too. The sun came out and the rain fell, and Bodge's seed grew and grew and grew into a little green plant. But then the rain didn't fall, and so Bodge gently watered his plant, and it grew an extra leaf. See him watering his plant? Then the insects came to chew holes in all the leaves, but Bodge scared them away. I wonder if that works if I yell at my insects on my plant. Weeds began to grow up all around. Bodge pulled them up and threw them away. Oh, we cleared all those weeds. And Bodge's plant grew and grew and grew into a big, tall plant. Bodge took care of his plant. It got just enough rain, just enough sun, and a big stick to climb, and Bodge's plant grew a big, beautiful flower at the top. What kind of flower is that? Do you know? And what kind of pollinator is on that flower? It looks like a mighty sunflower with a bumblebee. Stumpy, Big Al, and Jimmy looked up at Bodge's plant. "I wish my seed had grown up so tall," said Big Al. "I wish my seed had grown up so well," said Stumpy. "I wish my seed had grown up so beautiful," said Jimmy. The 4 mice. Only one of the seeds was successful. So Bodge gave them each a seed from his great big plant. "Maybe you'll give your seed a little more care this time," he said. That is some good advice, Bodge. Wow. So that's a story from Matthew 13:3-9. And if it's okay, I'll go ahead and read the parable. Well, we just read the parable. Here is the story. Jesus said, "A farmer went out to plant his seed. He scattered the seed on the ground. Some fell on a path. Birds came and ate it up. Some seed fell on rocky places where there wasn't much soil. The plants came up quickly because the soil wasn't deep. When the sun came up, it burned the plants. They dried up because they had no roots. Other seeds fell among thorns. The thorns grew up and crowded out the plants. Still another seed fell on good soil. It produced a crop 100, 60, or 30 times more than what was planted." Those who have ears should listen. Well, that's even good advice for myself. Sometimes I'm not the best listener. So it looks like it really matters, the spot we choose for our seed, how we look after it and take care of it. And it takes time. Good things take time. So be a good listener and take care of your plants and have a wonderful day. That was Bodge Plants a Seed, the retelling of the parable of the sower, written and illustrated by Simon Smith. Bye.